You're watching Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.
What's going on, Swear Nation? Brandon Swear back again with another amazing episode of Scorching and Swearing. Today, we're going to be diving on into some amazing products. This one here is from TD's Brew and Barbecue, and this is a nice powder here. As you can see here, this one is from TD's Brew and Barbecue. This is the Habanero Honey Mango. This is a nice pepper blend here going on. So looking forward to diving into this one and checking it on out. But let's go ahead and give it our shakedown here. As always, do not like to read the ingredients ahead of time. I like to let my taste buds do the exploration, and as well as really being able to break this down into 5 different categories. Those are heat, aroma, flavor, versatility, and burn. And I feel like that could still apply here with this seasoning blend, so we're going to go with that route. One other thing I tend to throw in there is packaging on the versatility aspect, if it is maybe not quite something that fits the mold of what is in that criteria. So from a packaging standpoint, I'll go ahead and talk on that as well. Overall, great representation. Love the labeling. Very clean, very presentable. Has a nice seal on the top of the lid. You just easily peel it off. Good to go. It's not one of those pesky ones that you're like fighting forever to try to get open, and then finally you just break out the scissors and stab the top and then rip the thing out. No, that was pretty easy to get off. Very well sealed and nicely done. It has the 2 different sides for your pour. You have the normal, small perforated holes, as well as the large dump out spout. So let's go ahead and get my trusty tablespoon, and we're going to go ahead and get a nice pour going here on the tablespoon. Definitely seeing some nice seeds going on in here. Overall, great look to this powder blend. Wow. Smoky. Definitely picking up the notes of the habanero, but the with the name being in there, the honey mango, you're picking up the notes of what smell like the sweetness from the honey, but you're not really hit with that mango aroma right up front like you would potentially expect to think you would be walking into. But cheers. That's heavenly. Let it work itself in, slosh it around. Absolutely amazing stuff there. That habanero honey mango, phenomenal, spot on. Second, you get greeted with the overall flavor, the honey, the mango, the savory notes. There's a little bit of what tastes like maybe some garlic or some onion going on in there. A nice herby note that's coming through. Then you're greeted with the habanero body, really towards the second half of the overall flavor profile as this is rolling through. You're greeted with that great habanero taste, that great habanero body, but that honey and that mango is so consistent throughout this whole entire process. Absolutely amazing. Not overly in your face sweet, very well balanced, very nicely done. One that can lend itself in different directions, whether you are trying to go for something nice, sweet and fruity. Highly can see that working out well as if you're just trying to go for some savory depth, that has tons of it too, and you're not going to be blown off, thrown out that whole savory depth by anything that's overly sweet, because there's nothing overly sweet in this. So kudos there on that one. From a initial heat standpoint, you're really graced with the great flavor up front. You get a little bit of a gum and tongue tingle, nothing too crazy, but where it really starts to shine is really on that burn. So I break down burn as that post 30 seconds. Heat is anything up to that first 30-second window. And really, I'm salivating like crazy over this. Really, the heat starts to come in on that burn aspect. And when it does, it ends up having that normal stinging feeling on the mouth, but it hits really kind of the back of the mouth more than anything. So great stuff there. If you're working on your own personal best, this is going to be a nice mild to medium sauce. If you're working on your own personal best, this is going to be a nice mild to medium heat product for you. If you're just starting out, this is definitely one you're going to be able to enjoy. Moderation is key. Find out where you're comfortable, and you can always add more. You can never take away. So finding out where you're comfortable is going to be absolutely crucial if you are just starting out. Where I can see this thing really shining is just about on anything. I mean, burgers, I could see this even going great on some French fries, normal baked potatoes, pizzas, sandwiches. I could see this going great with on top of like a salad as a finish to the overall sauce that's going on in there. Barbecue, grilling, you name it, chicken, proteins, veggies, all these things that you could really incorporate. It's pretty endless with what you could do with this one. Honestly, the way that this whole thing breaks down, I could see this even working well in, say, like as an ingredient to an overall cookie breakdown recipe. A nice peanut butter cookie with some of that into the batter mix. Oh my gosh, that would be so great. All right, so let's go ahead and read off some ingredients here. This is for the Habanero Honey Mango from TD's Brew and Barbecue. The ingredients are mango powder, honey granulars, lime juice powder, and then we have spices, paprika, sea salt, habanero chilies, garlic powder, sugar, and no more than 2% silicone dioxide and soybean oil added to prevent caking. Very nice lineup of ingredients going on in here, and very well executed as far as what is going on. And I'm absolutely loving the way the flavor and the aroma really play together on this, and the handoff of just different notes as it cascades through it. So if you are wanting the full official scorecard, head on over to the podcast to check out the official scorecard as it'll be dropping there. But I'm Brandon Swear, and from everything from the world of hot, this has been Scorching and Swearing.
This has been Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.